Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife and welcome to the Kenai Princess Wilderness Lodge here in Cooper Landing, Alaska. This is our very first time ever here to this lodge. We're here for a weekend getaway. The sun is shining. We got checked into this lodge and we just got to see our room. It is beautiful.
Yes.
Let's show you.
We have stayed at a few princess lodges around Alaska. This has been at the top of our list of ones we want to stay at, and we're really excited to finally be here.
So we're in building 15, which is up here kind of at the top of the hill. We are in room 1508. Let's go in and show you our room. Da 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 da. Music provided by me. Has a very nice king-size bed. Here's kind of an overview of the room. There's some things that I love about this. First, we'll start over here. You can see closet area hanging down there. Now, this is an ADA accessible room, and some things you can see, like a lower rack there. It has the wider door here, and it's got the shower chair and stuff in there. So the bathroom actually has a pocket door on this side, and the full-size door, peekaboo, on that side. So you can see there's the toilet there. It's got big shower in it. Very nice. And then coming out again, we have the sink outside of the room with the toilet there. Again, the bed. The Sherri has a nice little sitting area over here with the couch and this chair that looks very, very comfortable. And then over here we have, I think, what is my favorite feature. Every room here at the Kenai Princess Wilderness Lodge has a wood stove in it. And they give you all of the wood you need. They give you all the matches you need. There is more wood outside. I just love that. Little table seating area, little dresser, TV. You can see nice big wood ceilings. I love the fan. Sherri, what do you think about this?
I'm really excited. This is a really nice room.
This feels very lodge to me.
It does. It feels very Alaska.
And Alaska is right there. So another nice thing is that this room has this little outdoor area. It's got a table, 2 chairs, and you can see again, beautiful sunny day. The sun is shining. Mountain through the trees, not really showing up over there. We got mountains right over there. And I don't think the camera's gonna pick it up, but you can actually hear the Kenai River, which is just down the hill. This lodge kind of sits up on a ridge above the Kenai River. And the Kenai River, world famous Alaska salmon fishing river. They actually have like fishing expeditions or excursions you can do from here. Very, very popular place.
Very beautiful place.
What's that?
Very beautiful place.
It is so beautiful. I cannot wait to show you guys the rest of this lodge. And Sherri, what's the point of being here this weekend for us?
Just a nice getaway.
This was about a little less than 2 hours from home.
Yep.
Hour 45-ish. So we got here after work.
Yep.
And we are checking out on Sunday.
Yeah.
We brought some books.
Yes, we did.
We brought some snacks.
Yes, we did.
We're going to just kind of relax and hang out and enjoy the area and explore.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
Have a nice weekend.
Yes. I don't think I showed this, but they do have a coffee maker here in the room, which is nice. And then we actually brought some stuff for breakfast with us. We brought some blueberry muffins, we brought some bananas, brought some strawberries. Just wanted to be prepared to have some lazy mornings and snack here in the room. And Sherri, you just said that we should have brought something else though.
Games.
Yeah, we definitely should have brought some games, but when we were in the front lobby checking in, I saw they had like a game checkout area.
Oh.
So we can go down there and see if there's any games we want to check out.
That would be fun.
So we came down here to the main lodge area. We are kind of back up there in one of those buildings up there. You can see beautiful grounds. And here is the like main building. You can see the river down there, that amazing turquoise blue color. Love that. And this path goes all the way down. There's also a lot of other hiking paths in this area. And I think this is fun because they have a little like walking stick area. You can take one, just return it after hiking. You can see they have some dining spaces out here on the deck that overlook the river below, the mountains. This is amazing. What do you think?
So pretty.
So here we are in the front lobby area. This is the book exchange area. You can see they have a lending library. Books are in the top drawers. Games are in the bottom two. Let's see what books they got. Oh, geez. Is this where you're going to be the whole time? I instantly see a book Missy would be interested in. Let's see what kind of games we've got. Farkle, Clue, like our Princess Cruise, Skip-Bo, Battleship.
Lots of Yahtzee.
They do. They have a lot of games. What's down here? Cards.
Scrabble.
Nice. Here's kind of a quick view of the lobby. Very pretty. Here in the lobby they have this board of just kind of a lot of information, history of the area, some interesting facts. And then because this area is just like so focused on fishing, lots of different fish species you find in the area, some different trails.
You can ask for a copy of this.
Oh, you can get a copy. That's cool. Now we're just kind of exploring. They have, I think, 2 different restaurants here. One of them is like a sit-down dinner place. The other is more of a bar. This is Rafters, which is more of the bar. I think that might be what we're looking for, Sherri. All right, so we just sat down here at Rafters, and Sherri pointed out the fact that the salt and pepper shakers are little fish bobbers. Amazing.
So cute.
So here's what the menu looks like at Rafters. You can see appetizers, things like calamari, jalapeno cornbread, of course, things you'd expect to see like wild Alaskan smoked salmon chowder. Because it's the bar, they do have things like burgers and sandwiches, a barbecue pulled chicken quesadilla. They've also got some flatbread pizzas. And then Sherri got the menu for Rod and Reel, which is like the sit-down dinner place. You can see appetizers and soups and salads, very similar. But the entrees, they have things like midnight sun scallops, halibut, prime rib, ribeyes. So this more of like a sit-down dinner menu. This more the bar menu. More importantly though, that is the drink menu. All right, we got a couple appetizers to snack on. We got the smoked salmon dip. Comes with like fried pita squares. We got the calamari. Sherri, to drink, you got an old fashioned with rum.
I did, and decent rum.
You love old fashions.
I do.
How is it with the rum though?
It's good. It's really good.
And I got the blueberry mojito, and it's so funny because she brought our drinks and she's like, all right, the old fashioned. And I
She
think
brought them and like almost just like handed us the like me the mojito.
clearly that would be Sherri's drink and my drink. Absolutely not. All right, let's eat. So we finished our food, finished our drink. Sherri, you're not always the biggest fan of like salmon dip.
Correct.
How was it?
This is really, really good.
It wasn't fishy at all. You can tell the salmon was fresh.
Yep.
Which is
very good.
Thank you, Alaska. And now we walk down here. You can see here's the rest of the deck. They have some rocking chairs out here. You can see the river down below. I love the way the mountains are, or I love the way the light is on the mountain right now. You can see we have a tour bus arriving here at the lodge. Also, there's a nice shot of the entrance with the mountain behind it. And now we are heading over here to the trading post. Gonna check out the gift shop. And you guys know I love the gift shop because outside they have Christmas stuff. Look at the nutcrackers with the salmon. This is a nice gift shop. They have lots of different apparel stuff. They've got a bunch of native art out front. Oop, postcards. And I love they sell the salt and pepper shakers in the gift shop. So smart. Also, I found these mugs. These things are like beefy. These are like Atom quality, Atom size mugs, and they're only $14.95. It's a great price. Then you can see they have ulus, knives, lots of other different Alaska made items here. All right, we're back in our room and we stopped by the front desk and checked out Yahtzee as our game for the evening. We figured we'll get one game tonight, maybe one game tomorrow. Well, I don't want to say that we're about to have the best night ever, but we just turned the TV on and Big is on.
Yeah, it is.
How good is this movie?
I love this movie.
It's so nostalgic.
So good.
And we got Yahtzee out here, so I think we're gonna play Yahtzee and watch Big. Well, I watched it happen, so I know she didn't cheat. The first Yahtzee of the game goes to Sherri. Still rude though. And now it's my turn.
Although, admittedly, I was watching the movie and not your rolls, and so I'm not entirely sure that you didn't cheat.
Are you saying that I cheated and gave myself a Yahtzee? I distracted you by the movie Big with Tom Hanks and then cheated to give myself a Yahtzee?
Well.
Is that above me? Absolutely not. But did I do that this time? I will never say. So we've played 3 games of Yahtzee. We will finish the other half of the card tomorrow. But so far,
Adam's killing me.
I have won all of the games. No, I wouldn't say killing you. The first 2 games were actually pretty close.
Yeah.
This third game, a little bit different. But we'll pick up with more Yahtzee tomorrow. It is 8 p.m. outside, and you can see it is still absolute daylight. We still have quite a while before sunset tonight. However, I think we are going to start calling it a night. What do you think, Sherry? Do some resting, do some reading, finish watching Big, pick the camera up again tomorrow?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. But before we go to bed, I want to show you how wonderful this is, because they've got the shades that drop all the way down in the window. Now you can see a bunch of light still coming through on the side. So Sherry Beth will definitely be using her eye mask, but those are nice. Good morning, friends. It is the next day. We slept in a little while, went to bed early last night, got a good night's sleep, and we're just getting out of bed, getting our day started. Good morning, Sherry Beth.
Good morning.
You've already had a cup of coffee?
I did, yeah.
You want to go down to the coffee shop in the lobby and get like a real coffee.
Yeah.
Like a latte or something. The in-room coffee makers make like drip coffee, but not always your favorite.
Which is fine, but I like the... I'm high maintenance.
What? No.
I drank the drip coffee, but I'm looking forward to a espresso type something.
We'll make sure that happens.
Yeah.
I think our plan for this morning is we're going to sit out here. We're going to munch on some strawberries, bananas, little blueberry muffins, read our books, and just kind of enjoy the day. You can see we woke up to another beautiful blue sky day. It did rain some last night, but this morning the clouds are mostly gone and we got sunshine. Okay, well, full confession, it's a couple of hours later. We have had the most wonderfully relaxing morning.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Read for a while and played on the Switch.
You did more Switch playing than reading.
Yeah.
I did more reading. I read 75 pages in my book.
No, I'm proud of you.
The sun is still shining, so we're getting out now. We're going to go do a little bit of exploring. Want to go see a little bit in the town of Cooper Landing. So maybe grab some lunch, do a little bit of shopping. So that's where we're gonna go. Yeah. We are back out on the main road. We're just crossing over the Kenai River, and there's a fencing way, but it's so blue. It's glacier fed. It's beautiful. So this is the town of Cooper Landing, and there's not really like a downtown area. It's just the town exists kind of on both sides of the highways you pass through. You'll see there's little lodges, restaurants, and stuff on each side. There's a few little stops, so we're just gonna kind of make a pass through and then come back and see where we want to stop. So we stopped here at the Cooper Landing Visitor Center. There's a museum here, the Cooper Landing Historical Society we're going to go into, but also, you guys, we found a yard sale. This is the best Cooper Landing, where you stop for a museum and you get a yard sale. Well, we didn't find anything we couldn't live without at the yard sale, so we're going to go next door to the museum. This is really pretty. It's like carved on a piece of wood, kind of showing the area. Let me show you where we are. So Kenai Lake is what feeds the Kenai River, and that bridge that we crossed over that Sherry filmed was right here. Now the lodge we're staying in is kind of like, I think, right up in here. So this is like the Princess Lodge. So to leave, we drove back out, crossed the road, and now we're kind of over here. So you can see the Kenai River goes all the way down there, and the headwaters up here in beautiful blue Kenai Lake. And they have the 2023 hours here on the door, Sunday through Saturday, 1 to 5. So when you first walk in, this is what you see. That's pretty cool. And it's by donation only, so we'll leave a donation here before we leave. Sherry, do you want to point out what you just saw?
I have questions.
We do have questions. So lots of books here. These are the Sexy Senior Dumpster Cleaners.
And yearly reports for them.
We're not going to open those. We're going to leave that right there. It's really interesting because it's just like a hodgepodge of things. There's a whale vertebrae, and then there's lots of just different like historical items and stuff in some of the cases here. This is interesting. You can see the 1964 earthquake actually took out that bridge. And then there's other photos of earthquake damage over here. And this was the first school building here in Cooper Landing that the museum is in. And I'm not sure what this is, but we're gonna go in. I think it might be more of the museum. This is that other building. Look at this, just kind of set up almost like a cabin would be. Very fancy hat.
So look what the hat's made out of.
What's the hat made out of? Plastic bags? Okay, that's amazing. I didn't see that at first.
Less fancy.
It is less fancy. Sherri found maybe the biggest dictionary we've ever seen.
Bigger than my hand.
Look at that.
Bigger wide than my hand.
And then here, the reason that most people come to Kenai, this is a 65-pound king salmon caught on the Kenai River. Holy cow. You can actually see the river right out the window. I think we're going to try to walk out there because I think maybe we can get down there. I don't know, we'll see. These white birds right here are willow ptarmigan. That's our state bird. Pretty cool. Sherri, what do you think about this museum?
It's really fun.
It's kind of exactly what I would want a small town roadside museum to be.
Kitschy.
It's kitschy. It has lots of different, like, it's stuff like this. It's like, here's Bill Knack's chair. Like, I love that.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who it is either, but that's his chair.
His chair.
And I have seen lots of different taxidermied mounts of bears.
I've never seen this one.
I can honestly say I've never seen the head of a bear mounted on a piece of wood like that.
He's stuck in the log.
He is stuck in the log. Merry Christmas, 1981. Sherri, what else happened in 1981?
I was born.
You were born. And as we're kind of making our way around here, they have a gigantic tree over here that has, actually, I love when they do this. I think it's so cool. The middle, 1519, Magellan begins voyage around the world. Shakespeare's first play in book form, Niagara Falls discovered, and then just kind of all the way out, 1964 earthquake, kind of showing the age of the tree. I think that's pretty cool. Now we're walking out here behind the museum because I think we can get down to the river's edge. And here it is, the Kenai River. If we stayed here long enough, we would for sure see different boats going down, people on float trips, people fishing. It is beautiful. All right, I think our stop here is done. That was a fun little stop. What you think?
It was fun.
Glad we came here?
Yes. Got a couple of rafters out on the river.
For lunch today, we are stopping at Two Brothers Roadhouse. We've never been, but we've heard great things. And so when we looked up places online, like restaurants in Cooper Landing,
By we, you mean Adam.
well, by we, I mean me, yes. This place was by far the highest rated.
Yeah.
It had like 200 ratings. It was 4.7 stars, which is amazing. And their menu has a little bit of everything. They have burgers, salads, but they're kind of two main things that look like were barbecue and pizza. Which,
We got a mixed snack.
what do we get?
We got a barbecue brisket pizza.
I've never had a brisket pizza.
I haven't either.
So we thought, you know what, let's give it a try.
Yep.
We just heard that our pizza was going to be here in a few moments, and Sherri did her cute pizza dance. Can we see it? Can we please? Can we please see it? Our pizza is here, and it looks,
It's bubbly and it smells.
it smells so good. You see that brisket, got their barbecue sauce on top. God, I don't even know what else is on there. Cheese, I think mushrooms, onions. I think mushrooms, onions, brisket, barbecue sauce, and cheese. I'm very excited about this. Holy moly, Two Brothers Roadhouse. That was as good as I had hoped it was.
It was so good.
I never had a pizza like that before. That was very different than anything we've had.
Yep.
It totally worked.
It did, and I would get it again, but it also makes me want to try like everything else on their menu.
So we sat at a table where we could see everything coming out of the kitchen. Everything looked so good.
Yeah.
made me realize their barbecue's probably really good, and all the rest of their pizzas are really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we will be back here for sure.
Yes, so good.
Driving back through Cooper Landing, and you can see a lot of new buildings here. So this area is being built up because of how popular the Kenai continues to be. All right, so we're going down to the river, and we came across some kids with a lemonade stand, and they were selling two things, lemonade and Rice Krispie treats.
With two different kinds of Rice Krispie treats.
For $1, you could get just the normal Rice Krispie treat. For $2,
a Rice Krispie treat with extra marshmallow.
So of course we got the one with extra marshmallow and a glass of strawberry lemonade.
Yeah.
Support the economy. And now we are walking down here to the edge of the river. We want to just take a gander, get some photos. All right, so here we are. You can see a couple of rafts just went in the river over there. We've got some more over there about to go in. This is the most beautiful day. Look at the way the sun is hitting the mountains. And just so you know, the Kenai Princess Lodge, you actually can't see it, the lodge where we're staying, but it would be like right up on one of those ridges, kind of overlooking the river, but you can't see it from here. There's a butterfly. Also, I don't know if you guys can see this, there's a dog in the river right over there, just like literally swimming back and forth. They have a few dogs over here kind of with this group, and this dog is, at first I saw it floating down the river and I was like, that's a stick. Then I was like, that stick has a tail. And then I was like, that stick is turning around and swimming upstream. I was like, oh, that's because that stick is a dog. This is so ridiculous. I turned around and Sherri was gone. And I looked over here and she's walking under the bridge to the other side. We're heading away from the river, and I wish I had more cash because I'd buy more lemonade and I'd buy another one of those marshmallow treats.
They were so good.
They were perfect. Just like that, we are back at the Kenai Princess Wilderness Lodge. And one of the things that's really unique about this lodge, you can see down here on the left, is the Kenai Princess RV Park. So it doesn't just have the hotel with all the restaurants, they also have an RV park here. So the RV park reminded me of something I wanted to mention. We received an Instagram message earlier today, actually, from one of our followers who saw an Instagram story we posted from this lodge and asked a good question. Said, these princess lodges we're staying in around Alaska, are they open to anybody? Like, can any independent traveler book them? Or is it only for Princess Cruise guests and employees?
Right. I think that it depends on the lodge. I'm not entirely sure about that. We will actually put a link below to the Princess Lodge's website, and I think that you can kind of go on there and see if there's availability. Yeah,
it's all availability. Obviously, the lodges, especially in a cruise season as busy as this one, fill up with cruise guests really fast. Right. But there are some openings at some of the lodges, and so that link is down below. I do know that they run, especially shoulder season, early May and then I think September. They run some really good deals to stay at the lodges. So yeah, most of them open to independent travelers. So again, link to the Princess Lodges here in Alaska down below. If you're coming to Alaska, go check them out. Again, Princess is a brand that just does things right.
Yep.
And that is exactly true with their lodges as well. Here's one thing I will say. So we've now stayed at, oh gosh, we stayed at the Mount McKinley Princess, we stayed at the Copper River Princess, we've stayed here.
We stayed at McKinley Chalets.
We stayed at the McKinley Chalets, which is a Holland America hotel. The thing that I love about them all is that they're all very nice, but they're all very, very different. They
all have their own feel and their own vibe, and I really like that. It's not just a cookie cutter, stay.
That's one of the things, you think of Marriott hotels or Hilton hotels, you kind of know what you're getting. And that's one of the reasons we love them, right? However, all of the different princess lodges around Alaska really do each have a unique experience and a unique vibe.
Right. You still know what you're getting because it will still be very high quality and very nice, but they all have their own feel, which I really like.
Well, and it also is really nice because for people who are coming to Alaska on a cruise tour, so they're going to be doing a cruise and then a land tour, if they're staying at multiple hotels, they're getting different experiences. It's not I stayed at the same hotel in different locations.
Right.
So there's the answer.
Yeah.
We stopped back by the main lodge here at the Princess. Sherri got her coffee. Now we're going to look for a nature trail that a friend of ours told us about.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find it. So we're out on a little walk, and you can see the river down there, but I want to show you. Here's some other, this is a guest laundry space. And look at these, how beautiful, amazing.
4 units in each building.
Oh yeah, there are 4. So 2 on this end, 2 on that end, and they have several of them all up and down here. All right, so we're about to head out on the nature trail. You can see they have another walking stick area, pretty cool. Here's some forest information, birds, animals to watch out for, brown bears, black bears, lynx, moose. Be bear aware. I do have our bear spray, so got that with us now. Let's head out. The one thing we did not bring that I'm instantly regretting is mosquito repellent. There was a little bit of a breeze earlier, kind of keeping them away, but right now, there is no breeze. This is what the path looks like. You can see there's some little flowers around, very pretty. It's pretty flat and covered in like mulch, so pretty easy. Sherry Beth, do you know any Sasquatch calls that could bring him in?
I don't.
Dang it.
No.
Because this obviously prime squatching area. So one of the reasons we're on this hike is that we got a text from our friends Rob and Sandy Carter. Well, Sandy's one who texted us. They stayed here at the Kenai Princess a couple of years ago, and she went on a hike and found this little area that was covered in ferns. And she said it was just so magical. So she sent us a picture and said, go find it.
Sorry, I had a mosquito on my hand.
And I'm wondering if this is it.
It doesn't look big enough.
Okay, so we're gonna keep walking. All right, keep walking?
Yeah.
For Sandy. Maybe this is it. We just rounded another corner, and it is just ferns everywhere. Like the whole ground is covered with them. All right, we need to text a photo to Sandy and see if this is it. Look what we just found. I was like, look at this mushroom. And Sherry instantly yells out, it's a fairy mushroom.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, I think it's just a mushroom. Also, can we talk for a second about Sherry out on a nature trail with her coffee in hand? I was like, are you sure you don't want to leave that in the Jeep? She's like, no, I'll bring it. This one. So we've come to our first little mile marker thing, and it says 0.5 miles to the left, 1 mile to the right.
Or the lodge, back the way paper.
Or the lodge, back that way. What do you want to do?
I'm being eaten.
So you want to go back to the lodge?
Maybe.
Let's turn around. And not only did we see the mushroom,
We found another fairy home.
that's a fairy home too?
Yeah, it is.
I feel like you just look for things in the forest and just call them fairy homes.
No. Fairies have very specific requirements for their homes.
What is the fairy's requirement for the home?
Well, mushrooms.
What?
Mushrooms.
Okay.
Holes in trees.
Okay. Interesting. And we're passing back by the basically glowing neon green. I don't think the camera picks it up. Fern area. Sherry, you know what this would be called? If this had a name? Fern Gully.
Yeah, it would.
The last rainforest. Just past this tree. Look at all the mushrooms growing on it. Sherry, I suppose those, are those fairy homes too?
No, that's stepping.
Oh, those are fairy steps?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
Well, you should know these.
Apparently. I always loved the look of these trees when they get like that. Just kind of wispy moss on there. I want to say that it's Sasquatch fur, but I know that it's not.
Well, it might be.
Well, that was a nice little walk. Probably a mile-ish or so, not very long. I will say if you have any mobility issues, it would be difficult because it's gravel and there's stairs and it's just not...
Roots.
Yeah, there's roots and all that stuff. But it was nice. Nice to get out there. Definitely recommend bug spray.
Yep.
There's a lot of that. However, apparently there's a lot of stuff for fairy lovers.
Yes. Lots.
And Sasquatch lovers.
Sure.
On the trail. Just like that, we're off the trail back here at the lodge. And I think this is, like, this gives you a good view of the setting. It is,
Beautiful.
yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, words don't do this justice. The camera absolutely does not do it justice. Our friends, Rob and Sandy, who are the ones who told us about that hike we just did, or the little walk we just did, they stayed, I think they said, at 4 Princess Lodges in Alaska a few years ago. This was their favorite, and it's easy to see why. It's a few hours later. We came back to the room, decided just to rest for a little bit. We both read some more. I actually took a nap. This has been one of the most perfect Saturdays. A nice mix of getting out and doing stuff and just like resting. we are going to head down to dinner. It's about 7:30 p.m. So we're gonna head down to dinner. We're both getting a little bit hungry. So we're going to, well, I'm gonna wake up and then we're gonna go eat. Sherri, did you sleep?
No, I didn't.
You've just been playing Dreamlight Valley the whole time?
Yeah.
Do we need to have an intervention?
No.
So last night we ate at, I think it was Rafters Lounge? Bar, yeah, bar, grill, lounge thing. Tonight we're having dinner in the restaurant, which is the Rod and Reel. We're heading into the Rod and Reel. They have a couple specials here, a lemon pepper salmon. Sounds really good. I love the chandelier in here with all of the antlers, the giant stone fireplace. Yeah, this is really great. I think decisions have been made. We are going to try this clam toast. It's sourdough bread with pancetta, garlic, fennel, sweet onions, and lemon zest. Sherri and I were laughing though. We're like, wait, are there no clams on it? With the name?
Like understood?
I don't know. So we'll see. Sounds great though. Sherri's going to get the Midnight Sun scallops, which I'm really glad she is because I want a bite of her Midnight Sun scallops. And then I'm going to get the salmon. Oh, you're all blurry. The salmon special, this lemon pepper salmon. Because you don't like salmon.
I don't like salmon.
I just feel like this is the place to get salmon.
Probably.
It's going to be so fresh and so good. Fingers crossed. Our drinks have arrived, and I've got to say, we may have gotten like the two most colorful drinks on the entire menu. It looks like we're on a cruise. The clam toast has arrived, and there are clams.
There are clams.
And look at big old pieces of pancetta.
It smells so good.
This looks absolutely amazing. All right, we need to talk about this clam toast. This was, I've never had anything like this before.
Me either. I regret nothing.
It's amazing, to the point like you're licking the empty clamshells. Everything about it was so good. The pancetta was perfect. The garlic buttery sauce on the bread, the clams.
Everything was perfect.
I would order this again in a second. Holy cow, who knew? Clam toast. Well, I'm sorry, we just dove right in. I should have vlogged before we started eating. Here's my salmon, and I can confirm I absolutely love this. Sure, not a huge salmon fan, so you went with the scallops. And Sherri, give me a review.
Oh my gosh.
Cooked perfectly?
It's so good.
Scallops can be tough because, like, you cook them too much,
they can dry and
they get really rubbery real quick.
Yeah, but these are so good.
Nice, they sure look good. Well, we had to get dessert, right? I guess. What did we get, Sherri?
A 3-berry cobbler and vanilla ice cream.
Do you remember the berries?
Blackberry,
blueberry,
and something else.
Blackberry, blueberry, and another berry. And then just some vanilla ice cream. Well, we failed. We can't do it.
But did we? Because I feel like we still won.
Oh, we definitely won. We just failed when it came to eating all of our food.
Can't do it.
We lost. We are not members of the Clean Plate Club.
No.
It's really good, but it's just so much. Just stepped out of the restaurants, and again, the view, perfect. Sherri, now that dinner's over, before we head back to the room, can I challenge you to a duel?
Yeah.
Okay, because right over here, we've got a bunch of games. Well, a couple games. We got horseshoes right here, but more importantly, up here, we got cornhole. All right, Legg, I hope you're ready.
I wish you luck.
I wish you luck. All right, you want to throw first or you want me to throw first?
I'll go first.
You'll go first?
Yeah.
All right. Have you played cornhole ever before?
Yes.
You have?
I'm not good.
What?
Told you I'm not good.
You're so cute, though. Just so you know, I also am not really that great at cornhole.
All right, let's see.
Okay. Don't do that. It's going to take a little bit. I didn't limber like you did. I don't know. Just give me the camera. Sherri's next throw.
Ha! At least made it on the board.
Okay, none of that. All right, so I'm currently winning.
You are not.
What are you talking about? You didn't get any on the board that time.
Oh, that's true.
You did, however, get one in the grass. So if the goal of the game is how many can you get in the grass, you're winning.
Thank you.
If the goal is getting it on the board, I'm winning. So it just matters what rules we're playing with.
Okay, well.
Sherri.
What?
Good game. It was a good game. That was not a very polite handshake. Sherri.
That was terrible.
You do not win this sportsmanship award.
No,
I think the takeaway from this is that,
I'm terrible.
well, I was going to say, Sherri and I probably not going pro at cornhole. That was fun to come out here after dinner and play a quick game, though. We're back in the room.
Yep.
We are in our pajamas.
Yeah.
And now it is time for another game of skill. If you watched last night, you know we started playing Yahtzee. Sorry, I Mike Wazowski'd you. Started playing Yahtzee. I'm on TV. We played the first 3 of 6 games of the Yahtzee card. Well, we have to finish.
We have to finish it. You are currently beating me.
Uh-huh.
I have not actually added up the scores.
Probably by 55 points-ish is my guess. Actually, I was way off.
61.
Yeah, I'm beating you by 61 points.
Way.
With 3 games to go, though.
Right.
61 points is barely more than 1 Yahtzee. It is still anybody's game.
That's true.
We're gonna go continue. What if I just rolled a Yahtzee the first time? I did not roll Yahtzee the first time. Okay, we played a couple games. We're going into the last game. And I gotta say, look at how close the last 2 have been. The last game, we actually tied. We each got 249. This game, Sherri beat me by 1 point.
For the first time, I beat you.
For the first time, you beat me.
But only by 1 point, which means you are still ahead of me by 60 points.
I'm up by 60 points going into the last game. Just so you know, I believe in you. Good luck. So, we just finished. I haven't showed Sherri my score yet from the last game. You needed to beat me by about 60 points.
By exactly. Well, I need to beat you by more than 60 points.
By 61 to win. What was your score this last game?
242.
242. I had my worst game of the entire card.
Oh no.
139.
Oh, honey.
Sherri's adding it up. Let's see how much she beat me by. And I want you to watch, because you guys might not know this about Sherri. She's very competitive. And so I want you to watch her face when she sees how much she beat me by. How much did you beat me by? Just watch this, you guys. How happy are you when you win at games and beat me?
I'm pretty happy. I beat you by your age.
43?
Uh-huh.
You're very happy.
Honestly, because I didn't think I was going to win, but also because I'm very competitive.
You're very
and
competitive.
I was very angry that I was so far behind.
Yeah, it was an issue. But Sherri wins. I won cornhole. Sherri won Yahtzee.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go. Call it a night. We will pick up the camera in the morning, wrap the vlog up as we check out, start our journey home.
Yeah.
What a Saturday, though.
It was a really good day. It was very relaxing, but we still got out and did stuff.
It was almost the perfect mixture of, we had great food, we got out in nature, the sun was shining, we read, I took a nap, we slept in. It was
I
just...
destroyed night thorns.
You, in your, what game is it?
Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Huge nerd. Giant.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go to sleep. Good night. Well, good morning, friends. It is the next day, and it is our last day here at the Kenai Princess Wilderness Lodge. In fact, we've woken up, we've gotten everything in our room packed. We are about to leave and go check out. I slept horribly last night, you guys. No reason other than it's one of those nights when I couldn't shut my mind off. I was like in my head, my thoughts. Do you ever have that where it's like everything there is there for a perfect night's sleep? Comfortable bed, great pillows, it's dark, it's quiet, and you just couldn't sleep? That was me last night. Anyway, we have about a 2-hour drive, a little bit less, home. Want to show you some of that today because I didn't show you the scenery of the drive getting here, so we're going to vlog some of that, but we're about to check out. You can see we got our box of snacks packed over there. Sherri is reading. How'd you sleep?
Okay.
Yeah?
I feel like the beginning and the end of the night I slept okay, but the middle was terrible.
I feel like I was just like tossing a lot, which probably kept you awake.
A little bit.
Whoops. You can see we've got all of our bags and stuff packed over here. All right, so what did you think about this hotel?
It's very peaceful.
Yeah?
The first night we both slept really great, so I don't think that it's a uncomfortability kind of thing. I think we just didn't sleep great, but very comfortable room, very beautiful scenery. I enjoyed it.
I absolutely loved it.
Fantastic food.
The food was amazing.
Great bartender.
What's that?
Great bartender.
That's true. The drinks were nice. Big room.
Yes.
Like real big room. My only disappointment, we never used our wood stove because
it never got cold enough.
Yeah, it was always just a little bit too warm. I will say, this to me may be like the perfect fall getaway.
I would agree with that.
Because just like, can you imagine all of the trees changing colors, just all of the golds, all of the yellows out there, a fire going in the fireplace. So we may have to look and see if they have availability
I think so.
to come back this fall. The other nice thing for us, this lodge is so close to Anchorage.
Yeah, it's less than 2 hours, which is nice.
It's just such a quick getaway, but it feels like a getaway. Like, it feels like you're out of town. It feels like you're away from normal.
Yeah.
Oh, this was great.
Yeah.
You can see cloudier than it's been the last couple of days, but you can still see the top of the mountains, which is nice. At least the clouds are kind of high, so the views are still beautiful. And goodbye, room 1508. And of course, we have to return the Yahtzee to the front desk before we leave. I definitely feel like this is one of those lodges that we are probably going to make an annual tradition. Like,
Yeah.
it was everything we had hoped it would be. We've checked out. We're saying one final goodbye to the view here. Kenai River down below. We got our morning coffees. I think we're gonna try to find food. Is that right? All right, let's go find food. We stopped here at Wildman's. I do want to go in the store. However, there's a food truck that says it has crepes and hash brown sliders. Let's try it. All right, we've ordered. He is making our crepes. We both got the same thing. Was it called like the Papa Bear? The Angry Bear? Some kind of a bear.
Some kind of a bear.
It has reindeer sausage. I know, it sounds so good. Here's our breakfast. It looks absolutely amazing.
It smells so good.
You can see there's reindeer sausage in there, there's eggs in there, hash browns,
Mushrooms.
onions, mushrooms, cheese. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
This is what I'm talking about.
I'm very excited.
And here's what I love. It's just a dude cooking on a couple Blackstones outside. And there's a group here that brought some camp chairs, and they brought their own orange juice and a bottle of champagne. They're just like gonna hang out, eat some crepes, make some mimosas. This is like the best.
Kind of people.
These are our kind of people. A couple bites in, and I can confirm this is so delicious.
Oh no.
Absolutely amazing. You okay?
Yep.
You struggling a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Dropping stuff all over the place?
Yep.
Okay. That was exactly what I wanted from a guy selling crepes in a gravel parking lot in Cooper Landing.
It was more than what I wanted. It was amazing.
It was so, if this place was in Anchorage, it'd be like a weekend tradition.
Yeah.
It was so good. It's called the Buckaroo. Mm-hmm. If you're ever coming to Cooper Landing and you see it, stop and get it. We got,
Highly recommend.
Again, I think like the Angry Bear, something like that.
Yeah.
Reindeer sausage, and it was
So good.
I'm stuffed.
Yeah, I couldn't finish mine. He had to finish mine.
Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, back on the road.
Also, this is very sneaky. That is a fake cop car. That's a good way to get you to slow down and pull in here.
I know, as soon as we turned down the road, I was like, oh, cops are ahead. And then I got closer, I was like, that's not even a real car. Fooled me.
Yep.
We're on the road to Anchorage, just past a mile marker sign, said 98 miles. So it's about 100 miles probably to the Kenai Princess Lodge from Anchorage. Not too bad.
The drive back to Anchorage from the Princess Lodge in Cooper Landing is just beautiful. It's this kind of scenery the entire way.
Well, we're back to civilization, sort of. We're to the area where you would kind of turn off and take a right to go down to Whittier or Portage Glacier. Right up here on the left is the Alaska Wilderness Conservation Center. You can see lots of road construction going on in this area. And I feel like it has been for a couple of years. We've avoided the rain the entire drive, and we get probably 10 or 15 minutes outside of Anchorage, and the rain starts. Just like that, we're back home.
Yep.
A good weekend?
Very good weekend, yes.
Yeah, it was nice and relaxing. We've already got laundry started.
Yep.
So now the Sunday duties begin, getting ready for the week ahead.
Yeah.
But it was nice to have a day and a half or so, a couple nights away at a beautiful lodge. A place we'll go back to.
I would really like to, yeah.
Yeah, we do, especially in the fall, like
Yeah.
we said earlier. So friends, we just love picking up the camera, bringing you along. There's another family member who wants to say hi before we end the video. Missy, Hi, sweet girl. Well, from Sherry, myself, and Missy, bye, friends. We'll see you on the next LeggLife video. Missy, can you say goodbye? Can you say goodbye? Oh, that's a good girl. That's a good girl.